G'day mates, we spend a lot of time on SleepHQ helping patients optimize their CPAP settings for the best therapy results. However, for some patients, you need to think outside the square a little bit, and a combination of both CPAP therapy and positional therapy can really do the trick. And I've got an excellent example to show you in just a moment. Now, the core pillar of positional therapy is staying off your bloody back. Sleeping supine is the worst sleeping position for breathing, because when you sleep on your back, your tongue falls back, your jaw falls back, gravity, neck, poor breathing. All right, so you need to sleep on your side, on your stomach, stay off your back. And there's a few little products that can help with that. I'll put some links in the description down below. A couple more core pillars for you. You might have heard some people say they feel like they sleep better in the lazy boy recliner. And that's because they're sleeping more upright. So if we sleep with a slight inclination, once again, it stops everything collapsing. And number 3, we want to avoid what's called chin tucking. And this is when we squash our chin down into our neck. You see it a lot with people who sleep in the fetal position, tuck themselves up in a little ball, chin down into neck. So we want to keep our chin out. And a lot of CPAP users use what's called a soft cervical collar to really support the neck and keep that chin. Anyway, let's have a look at this example now, because it's an absolute ripper. So Matt's been using CPAP for a couple of years, and like many of you, he still feels tired. He doesn't feel like he's getting the full benefits of CPAP therapy. His results are great, and that's the illusion. And that's why it's so important to monitor your blood oxygen levels when you're on CPAP therapy. And we'll have a look at this now. So apnea-hypopnea index, very healthy, 2.72. Daily usage, 8 hours and 27 minutes. So he's doing great on that front, but scroll down here and have a look at this. So you can see here, this is his blood oxygen trace. And it's very unstable. There's hundreds of blood oxygen drops throughout the entire night, but you can see there's a few big periods, one here and one here as well. But what we can also see here is there are some periods of stability. Look here. All right, we'll zoom in here for a closer look. Okay. So this is a great example of what good breathing, good oxygen looks like, and this will likely lead to a good quality sleep. They're the key components. And what we want is regular, stable breathing, a nice even pattern. You can see here the amplitude of each breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Very much the same. The frequency and amplitude, look at it. You can see it right there. And because of that, if we come up here, blood oxygen, look at it, it's a straight line. It's a ruler. Okay, now we're going to scroll forward a little bit, just using the arrow here, the right arrow. Looking good, looking good, looking good. And we're going to see a change in the pattern shortly. All right, get ready for it. Here it is. All right, can you see it here? Now, the reason SleepHQ is such a powerful platform is because we can combine CPAP therapy data as well as oximeters and also consumer health tech like Apple Watch. I've got an Oura Ring. I've also got a Rincon. You don't need this much gear, but it certainly helps complete the picture, your sleep health picture. And we can see that right here, right now. Okay, so what we've got here is this. We've got the sleep stage data here coming from Apple Watch, deep sleep, and you can see there's a transition from deep to wake right here. We've also got movement data here. It's coming from SleepHQ O2 Ring. We've got the breathing data coming from the CPAP machine, and we've also got the blood oxygen coming from the SleepHQ O2 Ring as well. So Matt comes out of deep sleep, wakes up, changes sleeping position, falls back asleep here. Here's core sleep. So he's fallen back asleep. Now keep your eye on the breathing profile here and also the O2 trace. Uh-oh, starting to change. And now we're in trouble. Look at the O2 trace. We've got the roller coaster in action. See that there? And that's because we have all this shallow breathing, not much air getting in. Blood oxygen drops, 94, 93. Doesn't sound like much, and it doesn't need to be. That's the point. Your body is highly sensitive to blood oxygen and carbon dioxide, okay, gas exchange. So carbon dioxide starts to rise, triggers the brain to come out of sleep, cortical arousal, and we get these deep breaths to equalize everything. Get rid of all that carbon dioxide, bring in more oxygen, bring the oxygen back up, and then the cycle repeats itself. It's textbook sleep apnea right here, and it's all because of that position change. You saw before, his breathing was flawless. He's changed onto his back, or maybe he's on his side, chin tucking. We don't really know, we can't tell, we just know there was a big spike in movement there. Now, those of you with a keen eye would have also noticed that although breathing is very unstable, big drops in oxygen level, it's not reflected in the apnea flags that ResMed is marking. We've got a hypopnea flag here, an obstructive apnea flag here, and another hypopnea flag here. But we can clearly see that there's a great big reduction in breathing here with the O2 DSAT. There should be one here. Same thing again here, here, and here. So what we end up with is an underestimation with this AHI number. It's giving us a false impression that our breathing is really well controlled, but we can clearly see from the O2 trace, and that's why I love it, because it doesn't lie, and the breathing trace, that this is not good. This is not good quality sleep right here. Now, I'll also mention that although sleeping position changes can cause this instability, sleep stage changes can also contribute, and sometimes it's a combination of both. For example, you could be in core sleep on your side, and then you roll over onto your back, hit REM sleep. Watch out, because during REM sleep, we lose a lot of muscle tone. Now, if you're trying to understand if it's sleep position or sleep stages or a combination of both, what you can do is this. You can see here in the first part of the night, we've got core sleep, deep sleep, REM sleep, and it's relatively stable with the blood oxygen level. And then in the back half of the night, we have REM sleep, we have core sleep. There's no deep sleep stages here, that's okay. But you can see there's a huge change in the blood oxygen stability, all right, up here. So what I'm saying is this, we've got REM, we've got core in the first half, and it's fine. Look, there's REM, not too bad, drops off a little bit, we normally see that. Here's core, perfect. There's core sleep, no problems at all. And then in the back half of the night, we're seeing a lot of problems. So the only variable here is position. Matt's doing something with his position, sleeping on his back, chin tucking. He's doing something there that he needs to try and figure out. Now, Matt did make a change. I forget what it was, something to do with a tennis ball and a t-shirt. Let's take a look at those results. Here we go. So we'll scroll down, forget about the AHI. Look at the O2 trace now. Almost flawless. So that just shows you there. We've got deep sleep, we've got core sleep, we've got REM sleep, and it is Mickey Mouse. And that means grouse, okay? Mickey Mouse means grouse. It's top notch. Really cool. And if he can do it once, he can do it again. He's just got to figure out for himself what the best sleeping position is for Matt. On SleepHQ, he's got the tools to do it. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, sleep well, look after your mates, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.